we consume politics is not the reality of politics. In your opinion, what could be done, or what kind of, not an initiative, but as a young community, what could be done to improve that perception of about politics? Because politics is key to democracy, to society, and for any kind of let's say community exchange. So what are your takes on changing the perception of politics? So sorry if they are just two long questions, but I thought I would just use the
Fine.
platform.
So in fact, the second question that you asked is the reason is primarily the reason why none of us, I'm sure, or very few of us maybe, when we were young, would have thought of joining politics. Belonging to a middle class family, I do not think any middle class families, unless they have some political root in terms of father being in politics or somebody, would ever tell his children that you prepare to be in politics. You prepare to be a politician. So similarly, when I was a student in St. Stephen's College doing my graduation, and I belong to a middle class family with my parents being civil servants themselves. I have a younger brother who is from IIT Kanpur, is in US, and my brother-in-law is a police officer, IPS officer. All we are in civil services. So nobody ever thought, nobody in the wildest imagination, in fact, in my wildest imagination, and my relatives are amazed are shocked that I decided to join politics. And when I had still 9 years of service left, I joined at 51. And I still had 9 years of service left, I would have retired as the Secretary to Government of India. But that choice, why did I do that? That choice. Let me be very honest here. In India, the best jobs in terms of profile, prestige, and now even money is the civil service. So very comfortable. So nobody would actually leave it to join politics, because there is nothing in politics says that if you pass this examination, you will become this. If you do this, you will. There's nothing. There is no structure. I think that is what lends politics to ridicule and to all criticism. A person with no background is going to decide about vaccination. How does it make sense? So very often, now after joining politics, I am the national spokesperson. So I am asked to say, let's not do politics over it. What does it mean? That is, politics is dirty. Politics is useless. Politics is all negative emotions. So that narrative has to change. I do not really know. I have not been I've not been a history student. But it requires thinking. One could think that when Gandhis and the Gokhales and the people at that time joined, they joined also politics. But that purpose of politics was to, let's say, get independence for this country. But all these problems would still be there. So how did it degenerate into a situation such as this, which basically means muscle power, spending money, illegal money, parallel economy, elite capture, rhetoric versus action. All this, when we say that don't do politics over it, we are basically criticizing a politician and the politics and the polity itself. Now, it is our responsibility to change that polity and change that politics. That is only when good people come. I think it is a mistake when our parents at our time, means my time, because the country was different, because getting the basic services was difficult, food, roti, kapra, makan was difficult. I think now a time has come when people, the young India, that is a huge number, should actually be thinking about taking charge, because you can't ask somebody to do it for you. It is your government. It is our constitution to take charge and change the politics and change the narrative of politics. Unfortunately, isn't it true? We keep on talking that money is distributed, people take money to vote. It is we responsible. How do we blame somebody else? So this incentive Why this money being given and then I'll vote? Why this thing?